Dance Me a Dream, Wishful Romance, Book 7, by Kait Nolan. Narrated by Amy Mcfadden. Chapter 1. Frost glistened on the carved stone of the fountain that was the jewel of the wishful town green, looking candied and fanciful, like something out of a fairy tale. Tara Honeycutt hunched her shoulders against the cold, watching her breath puff out in clouds. She really needed to get going. The window between when she dropped her siblings off at school and when she had to be at the daily grind for her shift was already narrow, and today she needed to swing by to pick up a check for her sales at the artisan market, where she sold her handcrafted jewelry. But the fountain had drawn her. Maybe because of the dream. Last night, she'd been back in her old life, on the stage, preparing for the season's opening performance of The Nutcracker. She'd woken out of sorts, with a gut-deep yearning for what used to be. And so, here she was, a coin in her fist, about to make a wish in the fountain that gave the town its name. I wish... What did she wish? Did she really want to go back to professional dance, to the brutal schedule, the grueling competition, the loneliness? No. Whatever she may have missed about performing, it wasn't that. She'd traded her career for family, and she couldn't, go back on that. But God, to be a normal 21-year-old girl, free of all these responsibilities? I wish I could be a normal girl, just for a little while. Tara tossed the coin into the water and immediately felt guilty for making such a selfish wish. She found herself digging into her purse for another coin. I'll just make another wish. Surely that's not breaking the rules. Clutching this one tight in her hand, Tara stared hard at the fountain, as if that would somehow impress upon whatever powers that be that she was really serious about this one. I wish I could give Austin and Jenny a good Christmas, the kind of Christmas they truly deserve. The nickel hit the water with a thunk, joining the legion of others from wishers who'd come before. Okay, that was enough of that foolishness. She needed to get going. With long-legged strides, she headed across the green toward Wishful Discount Drugs. The historic downtown pharmacy was decked out for the holidays in true Currier and Ives style, with swags of greenery, twinkly lights, and festoons of ribbon. The windows had been flocked with fake snow, and somebody had even found a vintage Christmas village to set up in the front window. Tara made a mental note to bring the kids by to see it. Ginny would absolutely love it, and even Austin would be charmed by the train circling on a track. Bing Crosby crooned White Christmas over the loudspeakers as Tara stepped inside. Be with you in a sec. Pharmacist Riley Gower's voice floated from somewhere below counter level. Tara crossed over, trying to think if she needed to pick up anything else while she was here. Jenny's insulin supply was good, and they'd just restocked syringes last week. Riley popped up, a pair of felt reindeer antlers perched in her glossy dark brown hair. Tara! Merry Christmas! Tara grinned. Nice antlers. I drew the line at the nose. I think the rosy cheeks and sparkle in your eyes make up for it. They've been a permanent addition since you and Liam got engaged. Riley beamed and blushed. I keep thinking I'll get used to it, but I don't. Don't ever get used to it. I think that's the key to staying in love. And it looks good on you, Tara added. If she felt just a wee pinch of envy, it wasn't big enough to note. Riley and Liam were two of her favorite people, kind and generous to a fault. Tara was delighted they'd found each other. But a tiny part of her, the small, self-absorbed part wishing for a normal life, wondered if she'd ever get the chance to find someone of her own. At least before her siblings were grown and out on their own. What did the dating scene look like for 32-year-olds? It didn't bear thinking about. I'll get your check. You've had absolutely outstanding sales. If you've got any other stock to load in, now's the time. The last-minute shoppers are picking up, and everybody's loving the new art.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?